Okay. Okay. I wonder if... I don't know if this is a good angle. It's time that I defy gravity. Maybe I'll scoot back. There we go. There we go. Hi, guys. Good morning. I'm going to let a couple people... I don't really know how busy this one's going to be, actually, as far as, like, people on the live stream, because it's post-Thanksgiving, and I don't know. You guys probably had plans, or you did stuff yesterday and you're tired. Oh, hi, Norma. You made it. How was your Thanksgiving? How was everybody's Thanksgiving? That's actually the, what's it called? The icebreaker question is, how was your Thanksgiving? This is my first coffee of the morning, so I'm actually going to be doing the annoying thing where I actually sip it during the live. So I apologize, but I need my coffee. Matter of fact, so I've been putting a little bit of creamer in my morning coffee, y'all. And it has resulted in me only having 1 cup a day. Like, not craving that second, third, fourth cup of black coffee. And I don't know why. I don't know if the cream with the coffee just fills my stomach enough so that I'm like, I don't need another coffee. Or I don't know what it is. Who knows the math? Somebody teach me the math, because I would love to know the math. But it has curbed my coffee intake. So if you're wanting to intake less coffee, I suggest putting a little creamer. So good. So good. So my Thanksgiving was one of the best Thanksgivings I've had in a long time. It was not a traditional Thanksgiving. We did our traditional Thanksgiving meal, Friendsgiving, with some friends of ours the Saturday before Thanksgiving. So on the actual day, I didn't invite anybody over. We didn't go see family. It was literally just our crew. We woke up and watched the Macy Day Thanksgiving Parade like we always do. After that, everyone kind of like hung out, did their own things, watched movies. Teo and Journey watched a movie together. Titus was like talking to his friends, playing games. And then I cooked, but I didn't cook like traditional Thanksgiving because we had already done that. So I did like a roast and a salad and some rolls. The boys played some football, and then we ate, and then we went to go. Oh, I spent all day. I completed a book, like literally spent all day cuddled up on my couch before I cooked. No, after I cooked, I prepped all the food, because the roast, you just cook it, you put it in the oven. I prepared all the food, put it in the oven, and then I laid on my couch and I read my book. And that is actually one of my little tiny enjoyments. I literally have been messaging every person that will respond to me, about this book and this series and how I really want someone to read it with me. I'm going to pull it up. It was just so good. If you, like me, so what was surprising about me liking this, hold up, let me go back. What was surprising about me liking this is it is a fantasy. And if you know me, you know that fantasy is not like, I wouldn't say that's one of my top reads. especially now that I get older, I'm like, oh gosh, no, I don't have the brain power to envision this fake world with you, right? Wrong. I have found a genre that I didn't even know existed, and it is fantasy, but like historical fiction fantasy, which makes sense because I like shows like Outlander. I like shows like, what is that Viking one with Uhtred? I like that one with Uhtred. I like anything that has a historic background with something that really happened, but with a magical realism twist, okay? So I discovered this book. It's called Belladonna by Adeline Grace. And sorry, you might not be able to see it because it's on my Kindle. There we go. Oh my gosh. I ate this book up. I ate it up. It's a 5-star for me. I just downloaded the second one in the series called Foxglove, sorry. As you can see, everything's a flower. But it's goth. It's in the 18th century, so I'm getting, which is my favorite historical time. Like, give me Victorian era, 18th century, all of it. Where every room has a fireplace, and I just love it. And it doesn't even have to be like high society 18th century. Like Poldark was very high-ish, but it was high, but it was also very simple. But Poldark's one of my favorite books ever. I mean, I have read the first book, but excellent show. Anywho, I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with that book, and I got to read it all day yesterday. It felt so good. You know, we're a military family, so if we travel home, Justin's family has traveled to us for Thanksgiving, which was really fun. But like, it's usually us traveling home, and it's not fun. It's not fun for us because we're here and we're there. And I did this when my babies were little, y'all, like little tiny babies, okay? And traveling with little babies and going here and there and changing diapers and getting the car seat out, like, it was exhausting. And so yesterday was a beautiful pause. It was a beautiful, untraditional holiday for us but it like fed our souls. Like, everyone was so content in doing their own thing, and we were with each other, but we were in our home, not like hustling. It was perfect. It was perfect. I want 1,000 Thanksgivings like that. I painted, which we'll get into later. I read. It was just like, it was perfect. It was everything I needed, honestly. How was y'all's Thanksgiving? Talk to me. I think we have, how many people? I think we have 10 people. Oh, yes. Yes, Francis. Poldark, don't even get me started. Like, don't even get me started. I think I need to get my BritBox again with Prime so that I can watch Poldark, because it's such a comfort show. I also managed to put up, so I had all this week, off of work, y'all. So it has been like such a good week, just like the best week. The kids were off from school Wednesday to Monday to this coming up Monday. So it's just been like so chill. The week started off with a couple of little tiny fires that I had to put out. But we got that all settled. And then come Tuesday, it was like, I got to go shopping for our Thanksgiving food. What else? And then, I mailed out some gifts for my family. And then I decorated, like the whole house is now decorated. Their tree has like all of their fun ornaments on that I absolutely love this tree because it makes no sense. It's not fancy. It's not well put together. Everything else in my house is very aesthetically pleasing to me. But this one, I just let it go, and I just love it for them. I'm looking at like my coffee table, my coffee bar that's all decked out, and it's just like so cozy. And so I got all that done on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, the kids were off. We saw Moana. Oh my goodness, we saw Moana 2. We didn't have the best reactions to Moana 2. And then Thursday was Thanksgiving. Last night, after we were done with all of our Thanksgiving stuff, we went to go see Wicked. And Wicked was top tier cinema, okay? Like, you guys, I don't have the words. I don't have the words. And I am not a Wicked girly, okay? Like, I don't know anything about the Broadway show. Like, I don't know anything. I didn't read the book. Like, I don't know anything. I've seen The Wizard of Oz maybe once in my life, and I was like, this is boring. Wicked, though. Wicked, the movie musical, oh my gosh, so good. And I found out that, like, of course they use CGI for, like, the glass breaking and certain stuff, but the set was built, you guys, like a freaking 90s movie, built from the ground up. And it was fabulous. It was fabulous. It was just such a good day. Okay, we got some comments. Hello. Same. It was our first year at home with just the 4 of us. I didn't host. We didn't travel anywhere. The guys still wanted a traditional Thanksgiving meal, so we did that. But it was simple. Yes, Sabrina. Yes. That was ours. And you know what? I will say, my oldest was like, so we're not having Thanksgiving food, because we did it that prior Saturday. So if I do a Thanksgiving like this again, I'll wait to have the traditional food on the day. Thanksgiving was quiet, well, until the end of the night when my son caused a slight leak from the shower to the kitchen. Then proceeded to step on something sharp and started bleeding. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. Listen, we got home from our New York trip, just painted the house, right? And then came home to basically learning that our entire electrical of our house is not up to code. So guess who has to get an entire new electrical system? Like, when it rains, it pours, Norma. I hope the leak is fixed. Like, what are you going to have to do for that? And I hope the baby's okay. I hope the bleeding wasn't too severe. These children. It took us forever to get the tree up this year, but we put it, life is part of your name, Sabrina, sorry. It took us forever to put the tree up, but we put it up yesterday, and then I just relaxed. Some people from out of town came over and hung out and sipped wine, and it was a good time. Oh, that's beautiful. Spending time with my father-in-law made me so grateful that my husband is not that, and he is who he is. Tis the season, Desiree. Tis the season for family get-togethers where we count our blessings, right? Goodness, that made me laugh. Tis the season, y'all. It's the holiday season. And I think I think every time we don't come home, I know that there's a couple people that take it personal, but I don't have it in me anymore. I don't have it in me. And also, like, I want to be home for the holidays. I want to be in my home for the holidays. You know, I don't want to be sleeping in a guest room. I don't want to be... And I kind of respect that about other people too. I'm done. I'm done expecting other people to leave the comfort of their home to come to me for Thanksgiving. Like, I get it, right? Good morning. I finally made it. Hello. Our Thanksgiving was last month, as I live in Canada, but I had family and friends over, but it was really nice. Good. Canada's Thanksgiving, I believe, is like close to our Halloween. Is it like the week before Halloween? Not our. Halloween's like a universal holiday, isn't it? No? Let me just sip my coffee. Well, since we know what caused the leak and where it came from, we're just going to watch it and make sure nothing happens. The same thing has happened to others in our neighborhood, so we know the path. Ooh, okay. So it must be like a second Monday of October. Okay, Diana. Hi, Diana. Okay, yes. All right. Well, I'm glad you had a happy Thanksgiving. Norma, so it sounds like a common construction water issue in the neighborhood. That's what it sounds like. Oh, I'm telling you. I don't know who, like some days.
You're bad.
He went to the gym.
Can I do a big make it on a
Yes.
couch for her?
Yes, you may. We have babies with us, so there might be interruptions. We stayed in because of the weather and cooked last minute and ate at 9:30. Okay, Francis, what was the weather like? How was the weather? Did anybody get crazy weather? Like, was it snowing anywhere? Talk to me. It was pretty decent weather here. We went into the movies and it was like, maybe you should have a light hoodie on. And then by the time we came out of the movies, which the movie started at 7:30 and it was 3 hours long. So we were there for a while. And once we came out, we were like, oh, it's cold. It was like freezing. These kids, I tell you, these kids cost you everything. An arm and a leg, a body. Like, it wasn't enough for them to like take our bodies. They gotta take everything. Just extremely rainy, and we didn't want to drive 2 hours in it, for sure. That's like as much as I love snow, being a Midwest girly, I love snow during the holidays. I hate driving in it, and it scares me, like, if my loved ones have to drive in it. Like, ooh, there's been some cold, snowy Indiana Thanksgivings, and it's just scary. The roads are scary, so I understand. Okay, what are you guys enjoying? I know it's as much as I love this time of the year, I know it can be a rough time for people. I know that not everybody has good family relations. I know that some people are going through difficult seasons right now that make like this jolly fun not even seem possible or real, or something they want to partake in. I know that was me 1 year ago. I was reflecting and I'm like, wow, last Thanksgiving I was not in this house. And I had a call with my mentor. We have our weekly call, and her and I were just like reminiscing and seeing how far we've both come this year and how good God is, and just the restoration and all of that. And so I'm saying all that to say every year is different. Like, that is something I've learned, is that every year is so different and you never know what's coming around the bend, which makes me cling to celebration even more, because this year I'm healthy and I'm happy and my kids are healthy and happy, and minus preteen stuff, but we are here. And so I'm going to celebrate that, because it's all so fleeting, you guys. Like, I always say, this too shall pass is not just the bad things. All the good things in our lives are going to pass too. And so whatever season you're in, I pray that you're finding little tiny enjoyments. I pray that whether you're in a deep, yes.
I'm bad.
You're bad at it. Just do your best. Just cover part of the couch and then he can get on. You can do it. I believe in you. Wherever you are, I hope you're finding little tiny enjoyments, because we all deserve a little joy. I am looking for the little and tiny enjoyments, honestly. This is my first holiday season without my dad, with my dad being gone, and also going through some other personal things that are keeping me in my head. Yeah. You know, Norma, this is going to sound crazy, but my prayer to God has always been like, when you take my loved ones, just please don't take them during Christmas time, right? Or if something bad has to happen, don't let it be around the holidays. And I used to say that because I'm like, because I don't want the holidays to have a sting to them. But then as I've gotten older, I'm like, no matter when you lose loved ones, the holidays will always have a sting to them. And I think it goes back to like, so I'm going to celebrate now because I don't know what's going to happen next December. But yeah, I don't have the answers, Norma, which you weren't asking for answers. But keep seeking and keep searching. And even if it's my tiny enjoyment today is that, yes, the kid left something on and now there's a leak from the upstairs to the kitchen, but hey, it could be worse. Like, even if it's just like, it could be worse. That's my enjoyment. That things could be worse. Okay. And grief. I mean, grief is hard during the holidays. Norma, if you have a copy of the Womanhood Winter magazine of last year, Misty wrote a beautiful piece on grief during the holidays. And if you don't have a copy, let me know. I can look in my garage and see if I have a couple lying around, because that article was so beautiful. Packing. We're headed to Williamsburg for a week to go to Busch Gardens Christmas Town in Colonial Williamsburg. I'm so excited to be feeling well enough to enjoy. Yes. Oh my gosh, Sabrina, have the best time. And I'm happy you're feeling good. And I'm happy packing is a tiny enjoyment for you. Yeah. And if not, I'll see if I have like the Google Doc of it. And I'll email it to you. So let me know, Norma, because I can try to look for that. It's just a good piece of, you know me, I'm always reading. And not like, sometimes it's the small poems or the small pieces of, or small like literature that carries you through. So I'll see if I can find that. The kids and I are off all week, so we stayed with my sister for 2 days, plus her dog had puppies. We enjoyed the puppies. And we're thinking of adopting one. Do it. And if your sister's in North Carolina, I want to adopt one. I want to buy one. That's awesome. I want a puppy so bad. I want a new puppy. I think Edgar needs a friend. Oh my gosh. Just between October and November, we babysat 3 different dogs, and Edgar is so good with other dogs. Like, he's just the best. And so I want to get him a friend. I really, really want to get him a friend. Okay. My little tiny enjoyment was literally just my book. And also, and I'm going to be talking about this, but I feel like, we're all constantly learning about ourselves. And something I've discovered is, while I love collecting physical books, rarely these days am I reading a physical book. And I think that, one of my goals for 2025 is reading more. Like, reading as if it's all I do. Reading because I want to read. So therefore we need to read. And so something that I realized about myself is I think I'm a Kindle girl. Like, I think I am an e-reader because for some reason when it's on here, you guys, I just fly through it. I'm like, it's cute, it's simple, and I can just read and read and read, and I'm in it. So yeah, I think I'm a Kindle girly, and depending on this is what I've told myself, if I do my goal of reading the way I want to in 2025, I'm going to give myself the Kindle Color. Yes, honey.
Can you call anything off like it?
Edgar, no. Yes, Jessica. I think being off of Instagram has a lot to do with it. Like, I'm not scrolling, so I'm constantly grabbing this thing and just cuddled up and like reading. And I make sure I read every day. Also, Jessica, do you have the Fable app? Fable is like Goodreads, but 10 times better. And I have been using it to track my reading. Yes. Okay. Wait, I don't know if you're saying yes to Fable or if you're saying yes to Instagram. But Fable, like, it's my favorite. Like, I use it to track my reading, and you can set it up so that if you haven't read for the day, Fable will be like, hey, don't mess up your streak. Like, make sure you read. And so, get it now, Jessica. Get it now and find me on there, and I'll find you. It is so cool. The way it looks, the way everything's laid out. You can make your personal shelves. Like, it's so good. I'm so excited you're getting on. Get on Fable. Because it's also a reason why I'm like, okay, I did this whole thing where I'm like, okay, I'm going to download apps that help me with where I want to be the end of 2025. And so that was one of the apps I got because it is just a really cool reading app. Norma, let's talk about it because, oh my God. Okay. So I realized I was talking to Desiree actually when she was here for Friendsgiving, and I was like, I really miss reading to my kids. Like when we homeschooled, I was not the perfect homeschooler, but boy, did we read picture books, chapter books. We read all the time. And I will say now that 2 of them are in school and Journey's on her online program, we are not reading. Like my kids, Teo does bring home a book from school and will read it for his homework. But like, I can't tell you the last book that Titus completed on his own or the last book that Journey completed on her own. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. What was the last book you read, Tori, or you completed that your kids saw you reading, right? Because there's audiobooks that I'll be working out listening to or cleaning listening to, but do my kids see me get a book and read? Because if not, how am I going to demand they do something that I don't do? And so, to answer your question, not yet. But it's because I've only been doing this strong for like a week and a half. But that is my hope. My hope is that instead of saying you should read a book, they see me get lost in a very digital book. So fingers crossed, Norma, and I'll keep you updated because that's my ultimate goal. Like I want us to be readers. But how can we be readers if we're not reading? I've even thought of like doing a read aloud book together, even though we're not homeschooling anymore. Like every night, me cracking up a book and reading it, cracking open a book. I actually think I might do that. And maybe we'll start with Charles Dickens' A Christmas Story because I have a copy of that. Yeah, I have all the thoughts, as you can see. But yeah, I want my kids reading more. I want us reading more. Also, I'm going to put something in this chat because I can't say it out loud because little ears, but
No. Sit, boy, sit. No biting. No biting. Boy.
I can't say it because that little guy's over there. But Jessica said, I've been thinking about getting the kids Ooh, a kid's Kindle to get them reading more, especially since they, wait. There's a kid's Kindle, Jessica. There is. Stop it. OMG. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, excuse me, what? Okay. Jessica. Jessica. The kids can, oh my, I see the deal. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's such a good price. So I'm trying to see the difference. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear my stomach just growl? That was so loud. The parent dashboard allows you to add books from your account to your kids' library, view reading progress, adjust age filters, set a device bedtime, and more. Ooh, Jessica. Now I'm just like fixated on it. Yes, yes. Good morning. Yeah. So what I like about the Yodo is because there's once I start researching it, there's a lot of those there's a lot of companies like that that are that have the same product. But what I like about the Yodo is that it's not, all the other ones seem very preschool age kids, but this one goes like up to 9 plus, and it has like really good, a really good library. So definitely look into that. Ooh, okay, good. Yay, okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm excited about that. Okay, good, because you know, you can read all the reviews online, but you just never know. That makes me super excited. I felt the same way about reading to my kids. Now, as they can read on their own, I don't read to them, but I want to get back to it. Yeah, I actually think that I might start doing a read aloud. And maybe I download the read aloud. I have so many books though that we need to start reading. Yeah, so more reading. Norma, I'll keep you updated. I'm hoping, like, as people, and it's so funny because I'll grab my Kindle and then Justin plays chess, but on his phone. Sometimes him and the boys will play the board, but like, yes, he's on his phone, and yes, I'm on a device, but it's different use of the device. So I'm also hoping that they begin to see that too. Ooh, there you go. Look, Sabrina even look, because the only thing stopping me from this kid's Kindle is I'm like, but they're not reading. They're like literally, but you know that your boys are going to read. So you need to get that Black Friday deal, Sabrina, ASAP. Because that's the only thing stopping me from literally not adding this to my cart and checking out now. Is because I think we need to get back to reading all together first. His motivation to read is Target. I buy a new book there. Ooh, okay, so maybe I need to, it's so hard to motivate one of my children, but maybe I need to find the right motivation. I like that. I like that we're talking about reading because it segues very well into the topic of today, which is how do we slow down intentionally in December? I hate how opposite the world is, how I talked about this a little bit last week. Winter is a beautiful invitation to slow the F down. And instead of that, marketing in America says, now's the time to go here, buy this, buy that. And it all can get very exhausting very quickly. So when we homeschooled, if you've been here for a while, you know that I would intentionally have very slow Decembers. Our Decembers, we would do no school. Everything would be like reading daily, having a craft, learning about Christmas. It was very intentional. And oh, you guys, I have a whole bunch of Christmas books. Some of them are underneath that tree. And that's how we'll start reading again. I'll just do a Christmas read aloud every night in the month of December. Boom. Okay. Yeah, my December. Thank you. I love my Decembers too. They truly are my favorite month because I don't buy into the gotta be here, gotta do that, gotta do this. Now, don't get me wrong. I do put some stuff on the calendar, but I'm aware that we cannot be at all the places with all the people. So I make it all very intentional. And then what we do, I make it special. So like even going to see Moana and Wicked, even though this is November, that was like an intentional, well thought out and planned, like this is what we'll do on those days, you know? But it's slow and it's fun and it's cozy and it is giving my hope for our girl. Don't get me started on Wicked. It was good. My hope for our December is to just let everybody have a little reprieve and pause. My kids have been working hard with their schooling. Like Titus has been doing amazing. Teo's been doing amazing. Journey's been doing amazing. Like academically, they're tired. And when they come home from winter break, I want it to be cool, calm, cozy, pausing. And through December, I want it to be that too. So ways that I usher that and nurture that is personally what I do is I wake up earlier in the winter. So I'm up at 5:30. I'm getting my workout in and I get my day going. I work out and then I get dressed and then I make a coffee and then in my journal I stand in my kitchen by my work area and I write my to-do list. Like this is what we're gonna do today. This is what gets our attention today. And then I start the day. Well, then the kids get off to school, Journey gets situated, and then we start our day. But the mornings, my winter mornings are very sacred to me. They're very slow. I don't know why. I do know why. I think I wake up earlier in the winter because I go to sleep earlier. So I wake up at 5:30, but I'm legit in my bed by 7 o'clock. Okay. I'm eating dinner at 5. Like my winter is very like, this is a short day. And when the sun's down, Tori's down. If I could, I'd be in bed by 6, but I can't. So my mornings are very productive and my good chunk of my day is very productive. But my morning is slow. So it's coffee, it's envisioning the day, it's listening to an audiobook while I do my workout. Like it's a very calm morning and then it's the day. Now, other things that I'm doing to really slow down December for myself are activities with my hands. So whether it's reading, which I count that as an activity with my hands, or doing a puzzle, which we have a lot of puzzles and I totally count that. And my new thing is watercolor painting. I am no artist. I actually suck, but I've always wanted to do watercolors. So at a local boutique, I found this adorable book that basically teaches you how to paint with watercolor. There's 12 Christmas illustrations with sketches and painting instructions for you to follow along. You guys, this has been my moment of calm. Like this has been so much fun. So it really does break down like how to do it. My first one was awful, but because I'm only doing it for me, myself, and I, it doesn't matter. Like the amount of, I did my first one when my in-laws were here. One morning, Justin was like working on something outside. He was like fixing something, doing, I don't know, you know what men do, like yard work. He was doing something. And I was like, I have nothing to do right now. So I sat in my room. I put on some jazz music I put on an audiobook and I painted my first one. My first one was awful, you guys, like awful. So they have, here, let me show you. So she'll have this. And then the next page is the sketch of it. And you just fill it in. And you can do these exact colors or you can do whatever you want. Like there's no rules. And that's why I freaking love it. So like, okay, my first one was awful. Not awful. It was just my first one, okay? My second one got better. A little bit better. That one's my favorite. And then, you guys, by my third one, I was like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. And I did. So here's hers. It's gorgeous. And then here's mine. It's a little messed up, but I love it. I just love it. It's literally so fun. I put my Beat headphones on and I either listen to jazz music or an audiobook and I just paint away. And it's been such a beautiful pause. So if you want one of these, I'm trying to get it's the Emily Lex Studio. Emily Lex Studio. I've been loving that. Another thing, like I said, my Kindle. Like I've been loving my Kindle. And if I do my reading right, I'm going to reward myself with a new one. But I'm genuinely obsessed. Which I guess if I get a new Kindle, I could give this to the girl. That's probably what I should do instead of get a kid's one. But who knows when I'm going to get a new one. Things I'll worry about later. Okay. So those have been some of my favorite. Also, games. We talked about this. Like, oh my gosh. We played, I don't know if Desiree's still on here, but what was it called? It's not the Rat Race. It's like Monopoly, but it's not like Monopoly. It's the guy who wrote The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Anywho, we played that board game and it was so much fun. And like playing Uno, playing Taboo, like games are my absolute favorite. So doing games, doing puzzles, coloring, me and my daughter. Oh, I've been wanting to learn how to knit. My friend Anna tried to teach me how to crochet when she was here. And Anna like crochets like this. Like Anna can have a whole conversation and meanwhile she's just crocheting. I was like, okay, I put this in, okay, and then I didn't enjoy it. It was too, my brain and my fingers weren't connecting. And Anna encouraged me and was like, it's okay. Like this, Anna's such a great teacher. She was so calm and encouraging. Meanwhile, I'm like, this is awful. Like I cannot do it. The Rat Race. Okay, no. Cash Flow. Yes, it's called Cash Flow. The game. That game was so much fun. We just had a good time playing it. It was part of playing games is the company you play it with, and it was just great company. Word searches, yes. Yeah. Yes. It's something about games is very Victorian Christmas, okay? Like, we're going to turn on the fireplace and we're going to play some games. I don't know. I've just been enjoying anything that brings us together. Also, movies. So when I was a homeschool mom, I used to feel bad because, like, I don't think cinema is celebrated in the homeschool community, but, like, we love us some movies, okay? Like, Journey is like a mini movie critic. I will get lost in any movie. Like, we love movies, and it's something that brings our family together. So, like, watching a movie is not a mindless thing for us. It's an experience that we get to do together. And like, not in theaters. If we go to the theaters, we're quiet. But if we're watching a movie in our house together, it's probably so annoying to anyone else because we're talking the whole time. She's packing games now. Yes, games are the best. So really just doing any kind of activity for me. December is about doing an activity that brings us together. Like I said, it's the month of festivals everywhere. I'm sure every town has something going on. We're going to a little festival today that I'm really excited about, but I'm very strategic with that too. Like, okay, so we're going to go to this festival today, but that means that I'm not going to the other festival 3 days from now. Like, really being intentional with what I pick to do and where our energy goes, I think is important. And that's the part of that we get to take back our power in this very Western, commercialized holiday and season. We get to say, no, actually, we're not going to buy 25 gifts for everyone. We're actually just going to buy 3 or 1, and then we're going to have other experiences. Or we're not going to do any gifts and we're just going to do experience. Or we love gifts. Gifts are huge in our family, so we are going to do gifts. Or we're going to do experiences and gifts, whatever it is. Do it with intention. Do it with, I have this much energy for December, and this is what I want it to go to, and this is what I don't want it to go to. I don't want it to go to traveling. I don't want it to go to stressing out about what I'm going to get people. I do want it to go to being together, feeding people, making stuff with my family. You guys know we have our annual cookie party. It's probably just going to be us this year, but like little things like that and traditions that you do, just keep them close and keep them alive and choose them and be okay with not choosing all the other things. We're a huge movie family. Yes, we watch movies together many nights a week. And me and my little one talk throughout because he has a lot of questions. Yes, Norma, same. Like, something about movies just make me feel... My dad was a huge movie guy. Like, even when he was here this summer, him and I watched like back to back to back, like movies, you guys. And one night, like, we wouldn't go to sleep till like 2 a.m. because we're just watching movie after movie. And it was the best. It's just the best. And here, like in December, come on, like it's a thematic movie night every night. What Christmas movie are we watching tonight? Like, that's why they had, what was it? ABC Family had 25 Days of Christmas because like they're so, the Christmas film and Christmas cinema is just the best. It's the best. Yes, Friday night traditions. We used to do Friday movie night. And as the kids have gotten older, they're like, we used to do pizza and a movie in the house. And now that they've gotten older, they're like, no, I don't want pizza. And really it's Friday and I just want to chill. So my Friday movie night is slowly becoming like nothing. But like Saturday mornings, Teo's always like, you want to cuddle up and watch a movie? Matter of fact, so I get each kid an ornament every year that represents them. Hold on. And that's what this tree is. And Teo's this year was popcorn because he's always like, can you cuddle up and watch a movie? And then the kid loves popcorn, like loves popcorn. It's his favorite snack. So I got him that one. Let me see. Oh, actually, now that we're here, I'll show you what I got the other ones too. So if there is one condiment that Titus puts on everything, it is hot sauce. So he got a hot sauce ornament. He puts it on everything. chicken, rice, spaghetti, everything. He puts it on. And then Journey got a cappuccino, frappuccino, because her and I have our Friday coffee morning date, because she doesn't do schools. She has to check in on Friday, but she doesn't have to like show up to class on Friday. So she got a cute little coffee thing to remind her of our dates. So yeah. Yes. Oh, Sabrina, we need to get Journey and Cameron together. Ooh, okay. I didn't know that. Yes, I do the whole Advent of doing something every day. Yeah, little big things to create time together every day in December. Yes, I love that. Yeah, so special, so special. My sister actually started that tradition one Christmas when we went home, and now I do it every year here. And then that's all of those ornaments are years past of what represents each kid. It's pretty cool. Yay, yay, yay. Well, ladies, this has been great. I'm so happy that you guys showed up, because I was like, it's the Friday after Thanksgiving. I don't think anybody is going to want to sit and chat with me. But this has been great. I appreciate you guys. I'm so happy everybody had somewhat of a Thanksgiving. And just guard your December. Guard it, because it's your time. Celebrate. Try to find celebration, because you don't know where you're going to be at next December. And be gentle with yourself and meet yourself where you are. I will see you guys next. Oh, what do we want to talk about next week? Any ideas? Any ideas? What do we want to talk about? I'm trying to think what's been on my mind lately. I've been planning a lot for the Womanhood 2025. I can't talk about that, but that's been on my mind lately. So that's like all my creative energy. Oh, thank you. It is special, and I'm hoping you know what would be really cool? Like when they move out of my house, and into their own house, and they get their first Christmas trees, like gifting them all of their ornaments throughout the years. Right? Oh, that just made me almost teary-eyed. But what do you guys want to hear about next Friday? What do we want to talk about? What's on our minds? We've done hosting. We did how to be thankful when you're not feeling thankful. And then we did how to have a slow December going into December. So what do we want to talk about? Ooh, Norma. Oh, Norma. I am too. It's gonna be good. So, little backstory. Because of the year, how 2024 started for me. End of 2023, I had a meeting with the Womanhood leadership, and I said, we are just sustaining. Like, I've got no creative energy. I am barely surviving end of last year. So we will sustain what we have, but like there cannot be anything else. So that's what this year was for the Womanhood. It was a sustaining year of what we had and what we built and what we created. And I thank God for my Womanhood members who have stuck around, because this year you didn't get much of me. You didn't get my deep soul sessions. You didn't get you didn't get your themes. You didn't get a lot, but you guys stuck around. And so going into 2025, we are back on it with themes and soul sessions that are Zoom calls, so they're interactive, and like really grounding you ladies and bringing you guys back home to yourselves. I'm really, really excited, because it's been nice having the energy, like the creative energy for it again. And also to trust the timing. Like, I could have pulled something out of my butt for the Womanhood this year, but it wouldn't have been organic, versus trusting God that He that he was going to sustain it, and that when it was time for us to move on and when he had something for us to hear, he was going to lead that. And so he's leading the way in all of it, and it's been really cool. It's been really cool. I'm so excited for Womanhood 2025. If you are not a member, if you're not on our Facebook page, get on, because at the top of the year is the best time to join. Also, follow us on Instagram. I'm trying to be better with the Instagram Womanhood page. We'll see. Maybe not next Friday, but maybe the pressure of New Year's resolutions. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I do like that. So that'll be like, I don't have my calendar. Okay. We'll do that. Like, even if we did it mid-December, I think it would be good. And not to plug the Womanhood again, but, oh, Norma. I love you guys. Not to plug the Womanhood again, but in the Womanhood, we do not believe in New Year's resolutions, and we really take on the new year differently. So I would love to talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. Yes. Okay, well, there's no other ideas, so I'll go to the drawing map and think about what I want to talk about in December. And I love y'all, and I'm gonna log off because I have little people needing me.
Am I going to the Dickinson party?
Yes. All right, you guys. I will talk to you later. Have a beautiful weekend with your family, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye. I don't know. I never know how to